I wanted to talk today about what my channel is about, what I do, and how this can help you. So first of all, I'm a hypnotherapist, and I help people with anxiety. So what's hypnotherapy? What exactly is it? Why does it work? How good is it? What is it about? So hypnotherapy is the process of quieting the mind, quieting the body, to look deeper inside into your own internal workings and understand yourself more, to understand a problem. So, for instance, say you have a problem, you have an issue, something you're dealing with, and it keeps affecting you. You know you're affected by it. Now, if you could solve that, if you could resolve that for yourself, you'd think about it, sort it through, and think something out, and then you'd have a resolution that you're happy with. Hypnotherapy works with helping you with the things that you can't work out for yourself, because the mind is caught in some kind of loop. Anxiety, for instance, that's to do with thoughts that are very active, protecting you, doing something for you, but they're in the way and preventing you from doing things in life. They're making you feel a certain way. So you have sensations, feelings, thoughts that are anxious and bothering you. Now, if you could resolve that, you would just have a chat with yourself, work it through, and it would no longer be an issue. But if only if it was that simple. And some anxiety can be talked through. But when it can't, there's more going on, so that you're caught in a loop and that you can't resolve yourself. Hypnotherapy is about quieting that chattering mind, the mind that you use to talk something through, making that quieter, stilling the body, and shutting out the external world with someone who's trained to help you through that process, so that you can then start to look at it. Now, hypnosis is not control, it's not mind manipulation, and it doesn't mean that you're under and deep in something, out of control of yourself, and that someone else has control of you. That just is not true. Hypnosis is actually very focused control, where you have quieted the chattering mind, the problem-solving mind, and you're going deeper than that, a bit deeper within, by closing your eyes, by being present with yourself and just shutting out some of those things. So hypnosis is that quiet inside internal state, and where you're sitting still, so you're not walking around, your body isn't moving around, and you're sitting yourself still, and then that allows you to go internal and to look at something in a different way. You are fully in control. So if you have a hypnotherapy session, you can stop. You're fully in control. For instance, if you wanted a sip of water or you wanted to go to the toilet, you're completely in control of that. You can do that. It's just that your mind is more alert, more focused to look at something. So the problem that you couldn't look at before when you tried to resolve it, you can do that when you're in hypnosis. And it's just going into your own internal world, your own internal state, and looking at something. So, for instance, you're in hypnosis, in and out of hypnosis all day. Hypnosis is like going into trance. This is going on autopilot. How often do you drive somewhere, walk somewhere, and you're thinking things through, just thoughts about the day, thoughts about what you've got to do, and you kind of forget where you're going and how you got there. You've gone to the shops maybe, and you can't remember every step that you did. You can't remember every step along the way, but you did that on autopilot. And that's a bit like going into hypnosis. You go into this autopilot state. You might do this with certain people. When you're with some people, you might want to impress, and you're very conscious of what you're saying. But with other people that you're more familiar with, you go more into autopilot, your friendly, familiar state, and you might not remember too much about yourself and what you've chatted about. You just go on to autopilot conversation. And that happens a lot. And even watching familiar programs, they're something that you watch on a constant basis, something that you're very familiar with, and the mind settles into that and goes into a slightly hypnotic state. Even when you're listening to music, you can put music on and just chill away, and that's like going into you can go into a trance state with that. So hypnosis is the process of going internal in a very focused way where you're fully in control. But you're working with someone that you've already got to know on some basis, and you trust them. You know that they are trained to do something, and together you both look at something. So that is what hypnosis is, that going internal state, and hypnotherapy is looking at something with someone. And that's the work I do. So by thank you.